Today I just want to talk to you very quickly. I was sorting out my electronic gadgets this afternoon, and it just occurred to me that some of you, particularly some of my perhaps more mature subscribers, might not know a couple of these things, because I didn't know everything when I first started, so I just thought I'd share a couple of things. I have an iPhone, and in fact I have a big Apple family of, I have an iMac, an iPad. They're all pretty old. Anyway, I've got a couple of little things that I wanted to show you. This is fantastic, and when my mother saw this, she went and got one for her iPad as well. It's a case. It's hard, and on the back it's got a keyboard. So it's made by Logitech, and you just take your iPad and the case and they clip together, just magnetized, so that it looks like you've just got now a laptop. But when you want to use it, you can take your iPad, unclip it just by pulling it, put it in there, and now you've got a stand in landscape mode or a stand in portrait mode, and you can use the keyboard for typing, which is fabulous. So if you want to travel without a whole, full-on laptop, this is a really good option, and it's quite protective. Okay, my iPhone, if you use it, if you don't just leave it in your handbag and wait for a phone call, if you actually use it to listen to music or play games or check your internet or whatever, it probably won't last you 24 hours or until you get home and charge it overnight. So my husband bought me one of these. I've labelled it. I've been in a bit of a manic labelling mood today, and it says, oh, focus please. Anyway, it says iPhone Power, and this fit together. So it's now charging my iPhone. You can see I haven't charged this thing itself, but it's sort of like battery backup. I'll plug this in and charge it later, and I'll plug it in. It's got a little cable, so it charges. This goes in here, the cable goes into the USB port on your computer, and it charges up, and then you can just keep this in your bag. And if your iPhone's getting dangerously low, you can put this in. Turn your iPhone into flight mode, and it charges much faster than it does if it's in normal mode, where it's using up battery, looking for Wi-Fi and checking for emails and all that sort of thing. So this little gadget is really handy. This little gadget is also really handy. If you travel and you want to watch films on planes and you get those awful earphones, they never fit properly, the sound's really terrible, you can take your own earphones and you can plug them in to this thing. Now again, I've just put a little label on there. I went mad labelling everything today. It's got an airplane and music. So this plugs in to your earphones, and this plugs into the seat or wherever you are on the plane that has the headphone set where it plugs in. And then you can just listen with your own earphones to the film or the music or whatever you're listening to. So this little thing is great, takes up no room in your bag, because I do like to travel light, so I recommend those. If your earphone cables get tangled, a big tangled mess, mine always do, I've started using a binder clip, a bulldog clip, a fold back clip, whatever you call them in your neck of the woods. No tangles. So I just wind it up, wrap it around my fingers a few times, and then just clip all the cables together. Whoops, like so, and there you have it. Throw that in your bag, doesn't get messed up. This is another thing I've got. I got this from Apple itself, and this has been a lifesaver. My keyboard is wireless. My mouse is wireless. They each take two AA batteries, And when they go flat, you know what it's like, you're always searching for batteries. This little gadget, you just keep 2 of the rechargeable batteries that come with it from Apple, and this goes into your normal Apple thing, which also came with it. Took me a long time to even work out that these things came apart. I did not know that. I might be dumb, I don't read the handbooks, but you know, these clip together. So that just plugs into the wall. Very neat. Put your batteries in the back. And charge them up, and there's a little light on it on the top, which is red while it's charging, and then it goes green when they're ready, when they're charged. And so you can just keep the spares in your drawer, and then when your batteries go flat, you've got 2 fresh batteries ready to go. You just swap them over. So I said this thing comes off the back. You don't need to take it off really, except I'm Australian, and so when I'm in Australia, Australia has different sort of plugs. This is the British one, and this is the Australian one. So when I'm in Australia, I don't need to take an adapter. I can just take this, plug it on. And that also is the same for the standard USB socket. So if that's what you use to plug into the wall, your normal cable that end goes into your iPhone or your iPad, and this end goes into your computer or whatever other USB thing you've got, or into this. And then that you leave attached, obviously, wherever you're living, you just leave it attached. And that plugs into that. So I think that's about all the tips I had for you today, but I was just in a bit of a mad mood today trying to sort out some stuff, and that's what I sorted out, and I just thought it might be useful for you. Let me know in the comments if this was useful, or if I'm speaking to preaching to the choir. Maybe you know all this stuff, but I don't know everything. When I first get something, I need a little while to learn about it. So let me know what you think, and thumbs up if you like this video. Bye.